Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Tile Golem here with another video, and today we are on Paldean Wonders Day 3. And yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go all in on this set. I think what I'm gonna do is probably start playing Baxcalibur because Baxcalibur is actually a very good card, and I think that it's gonna be important for me to actually pick up a couple of those crown rares. It's going to be hard for us to do that. It might take a while. Like I said before, these crown rares don't come easy, but I've actually been considering a lot of things that have been going on in my life, and I realize now that listen, folks, I'm gonna make a lot of money no matter what. I'm gonna be able to support my family no matter what. So if I'm gonna be able to do that, I might as well have a little bit of fun, right? I've been so like I don't want to say the word like tight about this, but I was so focused on like, trying to save pennies, but what really it comes down to is like happiness, right? Like I was working so many hours, so many shifts. I don't think you understand. I was constantly working. The reason why I haven't been uploading as much as I was before was because I was just constantly oh, Chiempiao, nice. I was constantly working, folks. I was just absolutely like working almost every single day. Almost every single day I was working. And part of the reason was because I was thinking to myself, I gotta work as hard as I can. I'm not saying that's the reason why I had, this tumor or whatever, but it definitely didn't help to be under so much stress, right? I don't believe that stress can lead to tumors like the one that I have. And I'm calling it tumor specifically because even though it is technically a malignancy, it doesn't really metastasize, which means spread. It doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't necessarily. I mean, there's a very low chance of it happening. Yes, theoretically with anything there's a chance, but it's one of those things where they have to remove it. They could do maybe localized radiation if there's still stuff that needs to be taken care of. But overall, I think the outcome is very, very good. And by the time I record this, actually, by the time I upload this video, I probably would have already had the procedure. So that's important to note as well because you're kind of time traveling here by watching this video, right? You're watching my reaction to the day before the procedure, and I'm a little stressed out, honestly, but I'm also very excited, and I'm really excited about opening up cards again. I really miss doing this, honestly. I have a blast opening up cards and talking to my subscribers and having a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, honestly. And the other channel is getting so many subscribers. It's absolutely insane. I've been definitely marketing the website and trying to get the mobile app. When I made the mobile app, that got me even more subscribers. So, it's been really fun. And I think that a lot of people have to understand that I do things for happiness and for enjoyment and for fun. And I don't know if y'all understand, like I don't really talk about religion or politics or anything like that, but if there is a higher being or mother nature, whatever you want to call it, I think that I am someone that really like I hope that at the end of the day, I get seen as a positive in the world, right? At the end of the day, you want to be someone that helps out the community, that objectively does things correctly, like the you could through the normal means, you know, you cross your T's and dot your I's, and you make the world a better place. I think that it's important to make the world a better place, and to do it in a legitimate way, right? Because what is legitimacy, right? We talk about how there's all these, like Smogon considers themselves to be legitimate. Various gaming communities consider themselves to be legitimate. Pokemon TCG Pocket is considered to be legitimate. Another Tinkatani X. That's so crazy. When are we gonna get a Suicune? When are we gonna get a natural shiny Suicune? But yeah, legitimacy is something that people strive for, right? But I think legitimacy when it comes to organizations and people or oh nice, a rainbow rare Chien-Pao. That's awesome. We were missing the rainbow rare. Hopefully we can trade a full art for the rainbow rare because that's another card that we are definitely interested in getting. Arven is that's okay, I guess. But going back to this point about legitimacy and being something that is positive for the community, I think that those two things go hand in hand, right? I've been studying a lot about qualitative analysis and you know thinking about things that are maybe a little bit more subjective because there's not everything is objective in the world, right? Not everything is about math and numbers and figures. Sometimes it's about feels and vibes and like honestly just like understanding, right? And meaning and in philosophy we call it epistemology, the study of knowledge, or ontology, the study of reality, right? We think about these different constructs and how we try to navigate a world that is so difficult to understand. But there is this notion of like a real world, right? A world that is there, and that reality does exist, but that we as human beings can't really perceive it perfectly. This is oh, we got the Suicune. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We got the shiny Suicune. Yes. All right. The last thing we really need is the crown rare Baxcalibur. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull that off, but it would be interesting if we got a Baxcalibur today. But I'm definitely really excited to have two copies of Suicune. Now we can start playing some really nice decks with like Greninjas, like super shiny Greninjas. But yeah, going back to this like whole post positivism theory, we don't really understand reality fully, and because we don't really understand reality, we only just understand a part of it, like a slice of it, right? Even physics, even quantum theory, right? Only explains some of it, even though we think that explains everything. No, there's so much in the world that we don't fully understand, like the afterlife and even ethics. Something as simple as ethics or meta ethics. I studied a lot of philosophy back in the days, and ethics goes hand in hand with a lot of these things, like these values that we care about, right? What is it to live a good life? What is it to behave in such a way that would be good versus bad, right? Or what we say like morally good versus evil. But I'd like to think that I'm not evil. I'd like to think that human beings are born with a clean slate, right? And we just try our best. We just try our best to be a positive to society. And as we strive to be positive to society, we make mistakes. We go through the motions of life, the ups and the downs. And as we go through the ups and the downs, we experience some of life. Not fully, like I said before, we only get a slice of it. We see only a piece of it according to post positivism. But we experience it in an enriched state, right? We are enhanced beings that are in the real world, and it is real, right? Some people think, oh, this is fake or it's all a simulation. No, I think that this is real, and I think that we have a duty to uphold positive values of happiness and respect for dignity, things like that. We should be people that do things for others in a selfless way. I think humans are naturally like that, right? And I'd like to think that by me making YouTube videos and getting subscribers, yeah, it's really cool that I'm getting subscribers, right? But I'm also making content that I think benefits the people that watch me, right? We have there is a word that people like to use called stakeholders, which a lot they're kind of moving away from that terminology, but like people of interest, people have some sort of invested interest in the things that they watch on YouTube, the content that they engage in, right? And another Arvin. Okay, we like to engage in content, and I think that by me making YouTube videos, I'm not saying I'm doing like God's work or whatever, right? But what I am saying is that I am making some people smile, making some people laugh, making some people spend time watching something that is somewhat interesting. And that might not be charitable. That might not be something that we might view as like, morally good or morally evil. It might just be something that just objectively is. But I hope that I can at least bring some sort of pleasure or interest to somebody out there who's watching this. If I can move a needle in the right direction of the world, right? And I've done that through my employment, through what I strive to be and what I strive to be in the future, what I am now. I always want to improve. I always want to be a better person than I am in the past, right? Every day I look forward to the future, but I also live in the present too, right? So it's important to live in the present, look forward to the future. I do think you should look forward to the future. And I also think that the past is something that we can learn from. I don't think that people should completely ignore their past. But for example, for me, right, the entirety of the last couple of weeks has been my past, and it has been stressing me out. But right now, I'm in the moment, thinking about life, thinking about going under anesthesia tomorrow. And yeah, anesthesia makes me stressful. Anesthesia makes me talk about stuff like this and makes me question reality and all the different philosophies out there that you study or that you think about, that you learn about. It's just very interesting how the world works. You get a diagnosis of cancer and you view the world completely differently, right? It's almost like Mother Nature knocked some sense into me and made me realize, you know what? You need to enjoy life. You need to sit down and enjoy life, spend time with your family, because at the end of the day, right? Yeah, we can save pennies. We can give a house to my kid. That will come in time, right? That's all going to happen in the future, no doubt, right? But right now, at this moment, I want to be with my family. I want to be with my daughter. I want to be with the people that I love, the people that I respect, the people that respect me. Everything is mutual, right? And you should definitely associate with the people that you care about, and you should associate with people that make your life better. I really think that is important. I think it's important for us to understand human nature as an experience. So anyway, when are we going to be done with this day? I've been talking like crazy, and I've been honestly saying a lot of words that don't really make a lot of sense to probably most people out there, but they are things that I think about. Right? We've gotten a million of these Arvins. This is crazy. When are we going to get a crown rare? Crown rares are so hard to come by. Oof. And yeah, no, people are definitely talking about the possibility of um, Lucky Popsicle being a crown rare in Deluxe EX2. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? What did I say? I predicted that I was going to get a Bax Caliber today. I was like, if I open up some cards today, what are the chances that I'm going to get a Bax Caliber? This is absolutely crazy. I can't believe that just happened. We have been averaging a crown rare every single day. Well, not every single day, but for the last couple days, we've been getting like a crown rare, which is absolutely insane. I'm having the time of my life here, folks. And yeah, I mean, if I can get another crown rare, that'd be awesome. But obviously, beggars can't be choosers, right? We have a couple more days left to open up some really good cards. I have some faith that we could open up another crown rare, but it's going to be tough, right? Because this is a very, very difficult set to open. As you can see here, we've got a few 2 stars left that we need to get. But I'm definitely hopeful, and I think that we can definitely get there. So what an end to the video, folks. We got the crown rare. We are in it to win it. We are having the time of our lives, and I'm having a blast. I'm loving every single second of life right now. Enjoy life to the fullest, everyone. I mean this seriously. I might not have made a lot of sense today. Maybe somebody who paid attention to me kind of understood like some of it, because a lot of it was not, whatever. But all the big take home message I'm trying to make is enjoy life, live with meaning, live like there's meaning. We might not understand everything about the universe. We might not have, the best lives. The world might be objectively bad. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you just got to enjoy life, right? Because you only have a finite amount of time. And if you don't spend time with the people that you love, then what are you really doing in life, right? So that's going to be my end of the day take home message. I hope y'all understood every last minute of it. And I really hope y'all will join the Discord, join the friends and that we trade and share, and and subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.